Hey friends, do you want to know my secret of how you can give your pet grooming clients exactly what they want while also decoding the dreaded response of short but not too short and essentially read their minds? Then this is the video for you. In this video, I will provide a 3-step system that I use to find out exactly what my clients are looking for to be done on their pets, even when they are unclear. Also, near the end of the video, I'm going to tell you guys exactly the prompt that I say to clients when they tell me they want their pet short, but not too short. So you are going to learn how to decode that today. Impressing your clients by giving them exactly what they want every single time helps with both client retention and also helps bring in more money through tips. So if any of this interests you, just stay tuned. If you are new, my name is Savana. I am the owner and operator of Pause and Relax, Mobile Pet Grooming, and Reiki Services. I work out of a DIY van build that my husband and I did, and I help pet lovers and pet groomers increase their income by starting and scaling their businesses on a budget. If you are interested in any of this, I encourage you to check out the resources down below in the description box, and also make sure to press that subscribe button as I have been uploading weekly, and this is where you can get even more free content. Step 1 to giving your clients exactly what they want every single time is to get out your crystal ball and ask it what type of groom you should do. Okay, that was just a joke, a really lame one at that. But honestly, I understand, because I am a pet groomer, that sometimes it feels like we have to read these clients' minds, and it can be incredibly stressful. So the real step 1 is to prep your client beforehand. If this is a brand new client, you need to explain to them that it may take a few times to get the perfect groom on their dog. Explain that you are getting to know them, their preferences, the dog is getting to know you, and also that every groomer has a different style. A 5-blade all over with a fluffy head might turn out completely differently than a 5-blade with a fluffy head from a different groomer. Explain to them that you will try your very best, but that you are open to critiques and criticism at the end of the groom of what can be improved upon the next time. I also encourage pet parents to bring photos of their pets' previous grooms, whether they liked them or not, and even reference photos off of the internet. Now, I know you guys are going to cringe at that last comment, but let me explain. I know that we've probably all been in that scenario where you have a Shih Tzu and the owner brings in a picture of a Yorkie and you're like, lady or sir or whoever you are, I can't do that. It doesn't have the same type of fur. But what pictures provide, especially if this is a new client, is an opportunity to really get into their head, what they're picturing, and what they like. For example, if you have a Shih Tzu that you're about to groom that has pretty long ears, and they bring in a picture of a Yorkie with, the tipped ears, what you're going to do is first educate them to say, like, these are different hair types, whatever, but use that photo to try to get in their head. What do they like about the Yorkie groom? Maybe they like the ears on the Yorkie, so they want their Shih Tzu's ears shaved and like a triangle, like in the picture of the Yorkie. So even if it's not the same breed, pictures of any sort can really help you get in the client's head. I find often as groomers, sometimes we assume that our clients know lingo, they know blade length, they know terminology, but they don't. And they don't have to. But we do have to do a little bit of mind reading to figure out what each individual client is picturing and wanting. After you have prepped your client either over the phone or at booking time, step 2 happens either at the consultation appointment, which there'll be a future video about that, about a consultation model and how that can solve a lot of issues in the pet grooming process, or at their first initial appointment. If you're following a traditional grooming model, you are going to go over the pictures with them and figure out a plan of what their dog is going to get done. You want to ask lots of questions. Step 2 is questions. So I ask, how long would you like the body? All of the main areas you want to cover. What would you like done with the ears? How do you like the head? How do you like feet and tail? Also, in making a plan with the owner about how you are going to go about this pet's groom, you want to take into consideration how often they plan on getting their pet groomed. If you were going to do a very fluffy cut on a pet, but then they're not going to come back for 6 months, that's not going to work. They're going to end up matted. So we have to find a fine balance between what the owner wants and what is actually good for the pet. During this consultation appointment, or if this is just going straight into their groom, this is a great time at check-in to show, especially new owners, your knowledge and your expertise on things. So asking them questions is going to show them like, wow, this person knows what they're doing and cares about what they're doing. Taking notes, really listening to them, and taking the time to get to know them. Now, if you are listening to this and you're thinking like, well, I'm busy, I don't have time in my day to be spending this much time either on the phone prepping them or at intake, like I just need to know, does this dog need to be short or what? The methods that I go about in my business and the methods that I teach might be a little bit different in ways, but this is to really improve the client experience, and this is to help retain clients and be able to charge high. I really want to go the extra mile and create relationships with these owners that they trust you, and you want to give them exactly what they want. We're working towards that. And if you're still thinking to yourself like, well, this is wasting too much time in my day, if you can charge them $50 more than what you're normally charging, then you don't have to do as many pets in the day. And then you can take just that little bit of extra time. Step number 3, after you have completed step 2 and gotten all of the information, taking ample amount of notes, as many notes as you can, having the reference pictures with you, whatever will help you do this groom to the best of your ability. You just want to get to it. And that's exactly it. Do the service to the best of your ability, following your notes. As you're grooming, you want to take thorough notes about what you are doing on the pet, and you also want to take lots of pictures when the pet is completed, so that when they come back the next time and they say, oh, I want the ears a little shorter, I want the tail a little this or that, you are able to both look at your notes and pictures. I have found over the years that sometimes pictures can be much more valuable than just your notes that says a 5-blade with a fluffy tail and a fluffy head. Well, how fluffy, you know? At the end of the appointment, when the pet is picked up, be open to critiques, both right then and when they come back next time. Telling the owners once again that you're willing to work with them to make it exactly how they like. Now, you are going to want to repeat this 3-step process until you get the groom right and perfect. So to review, step 1, grab your crystal ball. Now let's talk about how you can easily decode the classic grooming instructions of short, but not too short. What the heck does that mean? Short to me might mean something really different to someone else. Short might still be extremely fluffy. How do we decode this? And let me tell you about the 2 tricks that I use. Now, the first one, many of you guys have maybe utilized before, and this would be either pictures with charts of different lengths, and they can see pictures of the dog side by side with different length blades, etc. I know that Cloud Grooming has one out that looks adorable that I would love to review and kind of give my opinion on that. There is also shave charts where they can actually touch and feel and see the different lengths of fur. But what I personally do is just a very simple question. And there's a reason why you're up close and personal here. So when they say short, but not too short, I take them over to their dog and I say, would you like half off? And I show them with my fingers. Would you like more than half or less than half? And most of the time, the owners will literally put their hands on the dog and think about it and think, okay, I want less than half. So you kind of start from there. Now, all you can do is your best. And like I said previously, do your best. And then you adjust every single time until you get it right. Now, to kind of explain even further a situation I had recently with the short but not too short, and also just owners not knowing grooming terms, was that I groomed this little like Shih Tzu, possibly Shih Tzu cross. He gets kind of two different lengths. He either has a winter length or a summer length, which is quite common for little dogs. And normally I deal with the husband, but he wasn't home at the time. So when I arrived to groom him, I said to the wife, I was like, oh yeah, I'm assuming you want the same groom as last time, this time of the year. Everybody's kind of getting one more shortcut before they start doing longer cuts. And she said, yes, but I don't want him shaved. Now, if you don't know this client, or if you're not kind of experienced, this I don't want him shaved might have thrown you off, because normally in summer he gets a 5-blade reverse. So in my mind, that's a shave. That's a dog being shaved. I personally don't like going any shorter than a 7 reverse. So a 5 reverse to me is shaved. But what I have learned is that people don't know grooming terminology, and they don't have to. So to me, that's shaved. To her, shaved is like the dog literally shaved, like a bald head, like a razor shaved. So I did the normal cut like usual, knowing what she meant, because I knew this client, knew how to kind of read her mind, and they were happy with it. It was the exact length that they wanted. With time, as you become more experienced, you'll get better at kind of reading clients' minds. But these are some kind of tips and tricks that I use to give them exactly what they want. I will say that not every client can be pleased. You are going to have clients that just don't care. They'll drop off their dog, or you'll go to their house and they'll be like, just do whatever. And then they won't be happy. Or you can get all the instructions in the world for them, groom their pet a million times, and they still have complaints. They're still never happy. In my world, I work to charge my worth, charge high, and attract and keep my dream clients. So clients like that for me don't fly. And I deal with it in a nice way. But the easy way that you can fire a client over that is just say like, well, I've groomed your dog this many times. I try to change it every time. I try to accommodate you, and you're still not happy with the groom. Like, clearly we're just not the right fit. And that's just a really easy way to just let them go and refer them out to a different groomer that might be a better fit for them. So that is my 3-step system of how I give my clients exactly what they want. If you have any other tips or tricks of how you read your clients' minds, please leave them down in the comments below. And if you haven't already, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button so you can see even more weekly free content. And if you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel, gets my videos out there to more groomers that need to see them, just like you. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your day today to watch this video. I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.